Hello, readers and writers, and welcome to Lesson 17 of your ELA School Away from School. I'm Mr. Driver, and I'll be your virtual teacher for today's daily lesson. Let's revisit our guiding questions. What journey does food take before it gets to your plate? And how do we make decisions about what we eat? Remember, we'll continue addressing these questions through all of our work together. All right, time to get some materials for today's lesson. You're going to need your copy of the text, group list the cleanest and dirtiest fruits and veggies, your copy of lesson number 17, the lesson number 17 note catcher, as well as a pencil. Go ahead and pause the video here and make sure you have everything you need for today. We have 3 learning targets for today's work. I can find the gist of a specific section from the text. I can use a variety of strategies to determine the meaning of unknown words and phrases in text. And I can cite text-based evidence that provides the strongest support for my analysis of the text. That 3rd learning target is a new one. So we think about which words might stand out to you. Cite, text-based evidence. Citing is just pretty much writing, of course, a sentence from the text, the article. And text-based evidence is, of course, having evidence to support something from the text, usually in quotations, that provides the strongest support for my analysis of a text. Analysis of a text. If you analyze a text, it means you're looking more closely and you're wondering about it, you're noticing certain things, and then, of course, that you are writing those things down. And that's what an analysis might look like. Let's make sure we keep these learning targets in mind during all of our work together. First, you'll be rereading group list the cleanest and dirtiest fruits and veggies. For today's lesson, we will focus on the second half of the reading. So with a family member, caregiver, or friend, read or reread the sections titled The Clean 15 Rankings and Dirty Produce. As you read along, consider replaying and listening to the text read aloud from lesson number 15. Pause the video here while you return to your reading. Now that you have read the text again, I want you to think about a couple of things. What is the gist, or what the text is mostly about, of each section? The Clean 15 Rankings and Dirty Produce. Are there any new or unfamiliar words in these sections? Use strategies to help determine their meanings. Think about what synonyms or what other words that mean the exact same thing might be. In the section Dirty Produce, what position or stance does the author highlight? Pause the video here as you think about each of these questions. Now it's time to have a discussion with your family member, caregiver, or friend. Remember, the gist is what the text is mostly about. So what is the gist? What makes you say that? Which words were new or unfamiliar to you? Or maybe look at the words that are going to be upcoming in the note catcher. What do you think their meanings may be? Should people be more careful about what fruits and veggies they consume? Should one be concerned about how clean or dirty something is labeled by certain groups? Go ahead and pause the video here while you discuss these questions. Please take out your lesson number 17 note catcher. Using the lesson number 17 note catcher, write the gist of the sections, the Clean 15 Rankings and Dirty Produce. For each section, write any unfamiliar words and use strategies to determine their meanings. In this section, Dirty Produce, consider what position or the position being made. Write down one supporting evidence statement that best supports the position. So once again, you want to return to that section, Dirty Produce. You want to read it or reread it. You want to think about what side or what position, especially thinking about the central message of the entire article, what side is the author stating, or at least talking about from someone's perspective. Write down one sentence or supporting evidence that'll best support that side. Go ahead and pause the video here while you complete this work. Time to wrap up today's lesson. Let's think about how you did with our learning targets. I can find the gist of a specific section from the text. I can use a variety of strategies to determine the meaning of unknown words and phrases in text. And I can cite text-based evidence that provides the strongest support for my analysis of the text. As a closing, share your writing with someone and tell them why you chose to draw or write what you did. Also, remember to read a book today for 20 minutes. You can also read with a family member, caregiver, or friend. For fluency practice today, please read the article from today out loud, or have an adult read the text to you while you follow along. Then, practice reading or rereading the text at least 2 times on your own. Thanks again for all the hard work you did today. Tomorrow in Lesson 18, we will use all of our learning from the week and answer text-dependent questions for our weekly quiz. Have a great rest of your day.